It's the holiday season and you have a laser. So why don't we make Christmas presents to give away, but more importantly, make projects that sell really quick and only take less than 20 minutes to make. Hey y'all, my name is Nick and welcome back to State of Woods Co. If you're like me, it's nice to have some extra income to help pay for all those credit card bills around the holidays. So I have some projects that sell well and take no time at all to make. I have designed 6 different holiday themed projects ready for your lasers, whether you have a CO2 or a diode laser. All the files are in a package set and are available on our website. I have a link here and in the description of this video. So in our shop, we use CO2 lasers mostly. Our go-to laser and the true workhorses in our shop are our Thunder lasers. We have a Nova 5100 watt and a Nova 63 130 watt. We have used several different diode lasers in the past as well, but all of the projects in this video can work with both CO2 and diode lasers. I designed these projects for a couple reasons. I wanted them to be quick because time is valuable around this time of the year, but I also wanted to use simple materials to create these projects to help our profits. So let's dive into the first project. This first project is a fun one because we can cut and engrave out this plywood and it can be a finished product, or we can advertise it as a project for kids to color and hang. This project is the cute little door hangers. These are customizable door hangers for kids to put on the outside of the house for Santa or even for just decorations. Having the ability to do either full engraved or just score lines allows you to have a finished product off the laser, or the ability for the kids to color and paint them. We did 300 DPI on this high detail one, and it took right around 19.5 minutes to cut out. Now obviously you can adjust your file and your speeds to get a darker or a lighter burn for less time with the lighter burn, or you can even do score marks that just outline it like a coloring book. This is a fun project to do with the kids or grandkids just before Christmas Eve, and leave a little note for Santa to use the chimney. Now the SVG, DXF, and Lightburn files are in the packet on our website, and you can set your laser speeds and powers to determine if you want to do a dark engrave, a light engrave for painting, or just a simple score line to use like a coloring book. Now you can change the graphics or add names to these. This type of project is fun because you can customize so much. All the projects today can be customized very easily. Let's look at another project that can really sell well. We are all going to give gifts this year, so let's make the in-laws a little jealous of our wrapping skills with some custom gift tags. These are another project that can be customized with names, sayings, graphics, anything that you wish. You can also use different thicknesses of plywoods, acrylics, MDFs, even paper if you want. We can do the same here as we did with the door hangers and decide if we want to do an engrave or a score mark on them. These can be easily painted or left as is for that vintage look. I have found that the colored markers work really well on birch ply to color in, and it's a lot less messy than paints. You can batch out a ton of these very fast, as each one only took about 2.5 minutes to cut out and engrave. So set your laser job out to mass produce a bunch at a time and then write each person's name on the tag. These can be used on so many things like presents, but also hanging on stockings, maybe place settings at the dinner table, Christmas ornaments. I think these are such a fun but really quick project that can elevate your gift giving and show that extra love this year under the tree. Speaking of the dinner table, I have a project here that's probably my favorite and can be a huge gift for the cook in your life. I hope my sister doesn't watch this video because she's getting one of these for Christmas. Every family has a favorite food at the Christmas dinner. Well, a lot of families want to save their grandmother's famous dessert recipes. Here is a great way to show it off. This is our framed recipe project that lets you handwrite out your favorite recipe and has a frame and a stand that it can go onto. So we utilized score marks for all the lines, which cut very, very quickly, and then we did a fill on all the engraved letters. Now, when we did the outside perimeter, we nested in our software all of our boxes tight together. But in your Lightburn settings, there is a setting that says remove overlapping lines, which will speed up your cut process and give you a cleaner cut. So it only cuts around your boxes one time. I have drawn up the file so everything is compact and saves on materials. I am cutting these out of 1/4 inch birch ply. You can also use many different materials to make the cards or the frames, so feel free to get creative with the look. So with our settings, we were right at a 10-minute mark. which is actually really, really decent. All of the words on the card come engraved in the file, but you could also go the extra step and engrave your recipe onto these as well instead of handwriting it. You can also paint or stain any of the parts on this project to make it really look cool and stand out. This is a project that we can glue together with some wood glue or CA glue. It's easy to assemble and it looks so good in the kitchen. I've even designed a two-piece stand to hold the frame up so you have a project and a way to display it all in one file. It's an easy slide together stand that doesn't require any glue to hold it together. This is probably my favorite project in the set, and I know my mom and sister would love these. Now I really want my mom's famous pound cake. Moms like earrings, right? Well, this is a really fast project, but one that can really be a big hit and a real money maker. Earrings made out of colored acrylic can be great gifts, but I also find that they sell pretty well online and at craft shows. If you think about it, earrings are just Christmas ornaments for your ears. So with the right hardware, they can hang from your head instead of a tree branch. These Christmas tree earrings only took 2 minutes to cut out for the pair. So scaling these to make money from a production standpoint is really easy. And you can customize the size and the shape very quickly in your laser software. I have our popular Christmas tree shape here from our website and created this earring file. But there are several other designs in the file package here. You can also see all of our craft shapes available at statedwoods.com, where we sell hundreds of different craft shapes and woodworking router templates. You can pick up some earring hardware very inexpensively online, like at Amazon or in stores like Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I'll have a link below to it. I actually posted this design on Facebook Marketplace for $15, and I had at least a dozen people ask for them. So we will be making a whole lot more of these over the next couple days. Now, speaking of hanging shapes, what's a Christmas project pack without a Christmas ornament? So I designed a snowman snow globe that can be customized and stacked in many different ways. Now on our laser, this was a fast job. This took just over 2.5 minutes to fully cut out this ornament. And once it was cut out, you can stack it just like you see here. Now, you can do stacks in multiple different ways by adding or removing more layers, and the file allows you to play around with that. You can go big, you can go small, you can go high detail or customize it with graphics or names. I like stacking ornaments. It adds an element of depth and you can play with different materials. You can also play with colors. I painted this one white, but you can also paint different layers, different colors to really unlock the look of them. I have this design in our file package, but I also added several shaped ornaments that you can put your own design or name on. This is a stackable nativity scene candle stand. It's a multi-layered stack design that you can put a votive candle behind for a really cool piece on a mantle or a table. I love this project because this is another quick project. This took right around 4.5 to 5 minutes to fully cut out everything. And the file, I nested all of the parts as tight as I could to minimize the amount of material that's going to be needed. So to glue up the standing nativity, it's actually really easy. I like to use products like CA Glue for this. It's a super glue that you spray an activator on and it activates it instantly. Starbond has some good CA Glue, Typebond does too, but I'm a big fan of the TotalBoat Total Bond, which is really cool. So I always start with the manger part of it, and then Joseph, Mary, and the baby Jesus is going to be the next part. So I'm going to go ahead and put my CA Glue. What's really cool about this glue is all I do is put it along one side, and then I spray with activator the opposite, and as soon as they touch, it's going to go ahead and fuse together and cure. Just hold it for just a couple seconds, and there we go. Now, of course, you can use wood glue for this if you really want to. It just takes a little bit longer to cure up, and sometimes I'll do a little bit of both, CA glue and wood glue, to allow that to use as a clamp in the interim time to where the wood glue will take and cure. And in just a few minutes, we've got a freestanding nativity that we can put a row of candles behind. I really like this because a project like this has the ability to scale to any size. You can have the small design for a votive candle here, or you can scale it as large as you want in your laser software. Another thing that you can do is use this file to cut a small version without the candle base and use it as a Christmas ornament for your tree. I love projects like this because you can use them for so many things. Imagine this on a really large scale if you had a CNC machine and made it out of 4x8 sheets of plywood. It could be one of those large nativity scenes people have outside their house all lit up and painted white. These files are always fun to scale and play around with all of their uses. Things like this really sell well. I hope this has shown you some really fun and quick things you can make with your laser around the holidays. Good money projects that can sell fast, or great simple gifts that don't break the bank. Well, I hope everyone has a very blessed Christmas and a great start to your new year. And until next time, have fun with your laser. Merry Christmas.